Okay, I got an announcement to make. People have been reaching out. Everybody's always talking about, yes, they get my point about this big gap in service providers and people who need service. We know that, I bought a house. I understand that if I need something done at my house, I'm going to make 10 calls, and only 2 of these companies are going to answer the phone. I'm lucky to get 1 or 2 quotes, and it's going to be a really hard time finding a company that is excited about my business that wants to work for me, just because there's a big supply and demand problem here. People keep reaching out. I'm getting emails all the time. If you got a thought, if you got critique, whatever, email me, nick@sweatystartup.com. Love to give you some thoughts, but people have been emailing me all the time. Nick, I know I've got an idea. I've got a great idea. You talk all the time about how plumbers are really bad at business, or how lawn care companies are really bad at following up with leads or marketing, and how cleaning companies don't know how to get found online, and how there's not a good response rate for power washing companies. The business doesn't matter. Any of the businesses on sweatystartup.com, all those business ideas that I have, any of those, there's always people reaching out saying, Nick, I know you're talking about how they're not doing a good job. I got a great idea. I'm going to create a service that ranks number 1 on Google in my local town, which is not hard. And then I'm going to sell those leads to businesses. So I'm going to help the plumber get more customers. I'm going to help the landscaper get more customers. I'm going to help the cleaning company get more customers. If they don't know how to get found online, I'm going to help them get found online. I'm going to be basically a lead generator. I hate this business. I hate the lead generation business for 2 reasons. Number 1, there's not a shortage of leads. We don't need more. Plumbing companies don't need more leads. Drywall companies, construction companies, they don't need more leads. Why do you think none of them invest any money online? A lot of them don't. They don't need more leads. We need more service providers. Period. There is an imbalance of the amount of people that want to pay somebody to do work around their house and the people that are willing and able to do this kind of work. There's a huge shortage of this stuff in America. We don't need more lead generators for cleaning companies. We need more cleaning companies. We don't need more people trying to help plumbers find customers. We need more plumbers. That's the reason why I hate it. Number 1 reason why I hate it. You're not adding any value here. There's no intrinsic value to what you're doing. Number 2, you're competing with Google. Turns out Google likes to sell leads. Google sells ads. Google has Google reviews. Google sells leads. I'll argue with you all day on this. So if you build a business around getting found on Google, first of all, you have no control over your own platform. No control. Google could change the algorithm. You're off the front page of Google. They could decide, oh, you know what? I really don't like, instead of selling my own ads at the top of Google, the AdWords, I really like selling AdWords, and I really don't like that this other company, in my business, in self-storage business, it's Sparefoot. I really don't like that Sparefoot is also charging for leads. So it's my 3 leads, and then it's another company that I rank highly automatically, and then they get to sell a lead. You know what? They're kind of doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm Google. I'm selling leads for businesses. People are paying me to get found online. So why am I also highly ranking this company that is just an aggregator getting paid to go online? So what you have is a business that competes directly with the business that you're relying on for traffic. You rely on Google for traffic. If it wasn't for Google, you would have no business. And also you compete with Google. Something wrong with that, right? Something wrong with that. You're relying on the person that you compete with to send you business. That's like running 2 cleaning companies in town competing with each other, and you're relying on that other cleaning company to send you business, to rank your website online. How ridiculous is that? Of course they're not going to send you business. They want the business. Google wants to sell leads. Google wants to sell ads. It's the most profitable money-making engine in this world is Google AdWords. They love selling ads. So why are they going to allow you to manipulate their algorithm to get on the top just to sell an ad? Look at Yelp. Yelp is the prime example of why everything I hate about lead. Yelp is a lead generator. Yelp is a aggregator of other businesses to sell the leads to those businesses and to sell advertising for those businesses. They compete with Google. Yelp went public raised a ton of money, was doing really well. And then Google was thinking about it and saying, oh man, Yelp is a multi-billion dollar business, but they do exactly what we like doing. Collecting reviews of businesses, allowing businesses to advertise on our platform. Same with TripAdvisor. Same with Sparefoot. Same with the top 3 or 4 lead generators in every single industry in America. They're not adding any value. And they're competing with the company that they rely on for traffic. So if I owned a lead generation company, if I was a middleman, an affiliate partner, whatever, not adding any value to the customers, just helping them place and find companies that don't know how to get themselves found, I'd be very, very worried about the future of my business. I'd be very worried that one day Google is going to say, I don't really like sending you traffic for free that you sell. I don't like doing that. So if you want to get traffic and sell ads, you can pay me first. You can pay me. So that's why I hate lead generation. And that's why I think the real opportunities, the true opportunities, you don't want to hear this because it's not easy. You can't sit behind a computer and code up a web page and get on the Google front page and start making money. I mean, yeah, you can do it. I'm not telling you, if that's your skill set, do it by all means. But that's not a business that I love. That's not a business that I like. That's not a business that I would invest in. That's not a business that I would want to own. But this is why no one's doing it. No one is building these service businesses because you got to sweat. It's not fun. It's not scalable. And it's hard freaking work. It's hard work to actually do the cleaning instead of just sell leads to cleaning companies. It's hard work to manage the labor in an incredibly tight labor market, which I think is actually an advantage, by the way. I'll do a little quick rant on that, actually. Labor is in such a tight supply, and people are complaining about not being able to hire anybody, but it's a level playing field for everybody. So if you do things really, really well, and you spend just as much money advertising and competing for employees as you do for customers, you're going to win. Every company has a customer problem or an employee problem. One of those two. You either have not enough customers or not enough employees or not enough systems. The employee side of it is also the business systems, your operations, whatever. Most of these service businesses, they have employee problems, not customer problems. They have more customers than they can handle. I know it because I'm trying to hire out a patio in my backyard. I'm trying to hire out a landscaper. I'm trying to hire out a tile setter and a plumber and a cleaning company, a flooring company, and a drywall company, and a painting company. I'm interacting with 10 companies that do each of these things, and only a couple of them are getting back to me. It's because they have an employee problem. They don't have enough employees to offer their service. They're bogged down. They're totally maxed out. The owner's running around like crazy, making tons of money, doing his own work, and that's about as far high as he can grow, do as much as he can do. So if you get really serious about the employees and you spend money marketing to employees, you spend time trying to hire employees, you get a constant flow of people coming in and interviewing them and working really, really, really hard, working just as hard to find employees as you do to find customers, you can win. So I've got the hiring series podcast, which is an awesome little 4-part episode series where I talk about how to find these customers or how to spend time and energy finding these employees, how to hire them, how to go about doing all the work that's required to find them. And I'm going to pull up the number right now. But basically, if you can master this, if you can master hiring people, you can win. You can win. You will be at a huge advantage. Okay, so it's episode 51, 52. Let me see here. Yeah, this is good stuff because we talk about how serious you have to be at hiring employees. So it's 48 is part 1, 49 is part 2, 50 is part 3, 51 is part 4. This is the hiring series where I talk about literally recruiting like crazy, marketing for employees like crazy, how to interview them, what type of person to find, what you're looking for in them, and then how to manage them once you get them on, how to deal with some early employees so they can thrive, they can be self-sufficient, they can win when they're working for you. If you can master this hiring part, you don't need to be a lead generator. You don't need to start a lead gen business just trying to connect plumbers to customers. When you can handle this stuff in-house, you can charge 50% more than the companies that don't know how to hire and are overloaded and aren't accepting any work. I'm seeing it out there. I got 2 bids for my sidewalk. One for $19,000 and one for $14,000. And then I realized that I didn't want to pay that much money, so now I've been hammering all these companies that I know are swamped, bugging the hell out of them, trying to get them to send me a quote. Finally, An owner texted me yesterday, said he could do it for $4,200, but he's booked out 4 weeks. So I either wait 4 weeks to get this done, or I pay $14,000 to do it, and somebody profits 10 grand off my sidewalk that they're going to be able to do in 1 day. It's the Wild West out there for service businesses. It's the Wild West. You should start an actual business that requires some labor, requires some management, requires some hiring. If you're willing to do that, if you're willing to sweat, you can win. You can win big. So I hope this hits home with somebody so that they can have a new business, a new idea that's not sexy, that's not going to scale to $1 million in the first 6 months. But you can win. You can build the life you want. I'm living proof. I started a service business. I started a manual, sweaty business. I was doing it myself early on. I was sweating. I was lugging cardboard boxes up spiral staircases on Bay State Avenue, Bay State Road in Boston. That's what I did. I did that stuff myself, and now I have a multi-million-dollar business. I'm in real estate, buying $5 million worth of self-storage every quarter. We're having a blast doing this. Actually, $5 million a year. That was a little bit of an exaggeration. But come on, guys. Come on. This is where the opportunity's at. We can do it. You can do it. There's opportunities out there. You just got to look for them. You got to find them. And it's not in lead gen, man. It's not in lead gen. You got to look at this problem of employees and this problem of labor head on and say, I can solve this and I can win. And that's the key to success. Have a profitable day.